Between family, work, errands, and chores, you feel like you're so busy and there's never enough time. Here's the secret to finding more time in your day. To find more time in your day, it always starts with having a vision or a goal of what you're trying to create in your life. And you can go ahead and watch this previous video on how to create that vision. Once you have your vision and you know where you're headed, it helps to prioritize your time. And if you think in terms of prioritizing all of the tasks that you have to do in your day, and if you were to think about those as being A, B, or C priorities, A priorities are your needle movers. These are the tasks, the activities that are moving you closer to your vision. These are also the commitments where you've made a promise to somebody and there's a deadline to meet. These are our non-negotiables. Really easy with our A priorities to try to do them later in the day. And when we think about these are my A priorities, these are my needle movers, and do those things first, and those become non-negotiable. I must complete these before I go to bed tonight. If you think about B and C tasks and priorities, B priorities are things that will move you a little bit forward. They're maybe not as deadline driven. They could be moved to a different day. So they're important, but they're not quite as high priority. The ones we want to watch out for are the C tasks, the C priorities. This is often the busy work. These are commitments that maybe aren't really moving you towards your dream, towards your vision, towards your goal. This is the busy work. What happens for most people is we fill our day with C tasks. We fill our days and our calendars, and we spend our most productive time on C tasks, checking the emails, doing the things that really aren't moving us forward. And that's when you get to the end of the day and feel like you didn't really accomplish anything. So once you have your vision, once you have your goal, and you start to look at everything on your to-do list or your task list and really be honest with yourself, is this an A, a B, or a C? And if it's a C, cross it off as much as possible and really focus your time and your energy on your A tasks. The other key to really opening up your calendar and expanding your time is celebrate accomplishing those A's. Instead of feeling like I didn't get anything done today, start looking at what did I accomplish today? How did I move my goal forward? How did I move my dream forward? And start to notice where you are taking the action that's actually moving you forward, where you're creating more time and space in your day. And as you start celebrating that, you're going to feel more accomplished at the end of the day, which is going to feel good. And when we feel good, we do good. So it creates this upward momentum. The other way to open up more time is to be accountable. Research has shown over and over and over again that we are 90% more likely to achieve our goals and our dreams when we have structures of support and accountability around us. So who's your accountability partner? And when you're thinking about an accountability partner, really good not to find somebody else who is stuck where you are. Find somebody who's further ahead to help you be more accountable. And one of the places that you can add that accountability is in our ever-expanding Facebook community. Go ahead and join that Facebook group as a way to hold yourself accountable to taking the action steps that are actually going to move your dream forward. And the link to get to that Facebook group is below. And finally, we want to notice where we're sabotaging ourselves, where we're getting busy again with those C tasks, when we're talking ourselves out of doing the thing that's actually going to move us forward. Self-sabotage is part of our human construct. If you can imagine, you have a part of you that wants to grow, for things to be different. And there's another part of you that's really comfortable where you are and inside your current results. And that comfort zone, it's going to argue for why you shouldn't move forward, why things shouldn't be different. And it shows itself through different forms of self-sabotage. It says, let's wait till Monday before we start that. Or do you really want that anyways? And it's this little voice inside of our head that really tries to talk us out of our dreams. It makes us wonder, what will people think? Or what if I fail? And the more that we can notice that part of us that's trying to self-sabotage us, and the way we override it is by reconnecting to your vision, reconnecting to your goals, and taking action in the direction of those goals. To support you on moving forward with those A priorities, we've created a habit scorecard. The link is below, and it's a way for you to track those habits and make sure that you're taking action on those A priorities. Again, I hope to see you in the Facebook group for some more accountability on achieving your goals. I'm Stacey Berger. Here is to you living a life you love.